Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got a great video here for you today. There was breaking news that came out. Donald Trump is creating really big headlines. So Donald Trump want to wait till after the 2020 elections to decide whether or not if he want to go through the trade deal with China. Now, this is really big news, but what I want to do is I want to just talk about what I was thinking about when I seen the news clip and then when I read the story and everything like that. I'm not going to be discussing a lot of news, a lot of politics on my channel. This channel ain't about politics, but politics does affect the stock market and how stocks move and the news stories that come out. So I do want to cover this, but it's not what you think. So what he said was he had to wait till after the 2020 elections to decide on a trade deal with China. Not to make any excuses, me being young, I never really kept up with politics and what's going on and what these politicians saying, president. That wasn't in my lane. But due to the fact that I am an investor, news stories like this does affect the market one way or another. So that's why I'm covering it today. So pretty much since Donald Trump became president, he's been very aggressive when it comes to the China trade war, the trade deal and everything like that. He's been very aggressive, really outspoken. And he's trying to put some things in places to make trade more fair for American companies and American businesses, and he want to bring jobs back to America. Now, I'm not saying I'm for Trump. I'm not saying I'm against Trump, but with this article, with this news clip and this news story that came out and this press conference that he did, I noticed something about what he was doing. Now, it's not about, for me, it's not about what he said and how he said it and what he's trying to do. For me, it's about the strategy that he's using. And that's what this overall video is going to be about. Like he said, he's going to wait till after the 2020, he's going to wait till after the 2020 election. He's been really aggressive with China. He's been talking to China every day, every week, every month. He's been, going back and forth with the president of China, trying to figure out a deal that's fair for both sides. Now, with him making all this progress, and like I said, I never really kept up with politics, but I don't remember too many presidents that has actually made progress as far as sitting down with the Chinese leaders every day, every week, negotiations. What he's doing is, he's like, well, pretty much if he don't get elected in the 2020 elections, if he don't get reelected, then the trade deal won't be signed and then we'll be back to where we started off at, which is no trade deal, paying more money than we should for goods and services from the Chinese government. There's no protection from American business from the Chinese stealing our ideas and our technology and stuff like that. So what he's using is he's using his leverage. Like the way I'm looking at it is he's using his leverage to, I guess for me, I'm looking at it as to gain votes. As an investor, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna start losing money if we don't get this trade deal through. So should I vote for him for that reason? Now, I'm not saying I'm going to, but there's a lot of people who probably will vote for him because it's affecting them as far as their money and their wealth goes. So leverage is really what this is all about. He's using his leverage to try to, in my opinion, he's using his leverage as far as what he's been able to build as far as a relationship with China. And he's putting that out where he's like, well, if I don't get reelected, then there's not going to be a trade deal. And when that happens, if that happens, the market is going to tank. A lot of people are going to lose a lot of wealth. So let's talk about leverage, because that's what this video is all about. It's a learning point for leverage. So I want to flip things to look at leverage from a business owner perspective, an investor perspective, an employee perspective. So let's look at it as if you are a business owner. So you're a business owner, and let's say you're making food, burgers, hot dogs, whatever. So you being a business owner, you're starting off, you may be by yourself. You might be inside your kitchen, or you might be renting out a space where you can start producing food to sell to the public. Okay, you have a product that you want to produce. Now you are in charge of everything. You're in charge of going out getting the customers. You're in charge of the marketing. You're in charge of the cash transactions. You do all the deliveries yourself, you cook all the food yourself, you do all the cleanup, etc., right? What you can do is, as far as leverage goes, you can actually leverage your money to be able to hire on help, which can help you scale and grow your business. So instead of only being able to produce 15 cheeseburgers a day, now you can produce 100 cheeseburgers a day because you have help around you. That instead of you using all your time to, okay, let me cook all these burgers, let me get everything packaged up, let me go and deliver, done. I'm out of product. Now you got somebody to help you, so now you can produce, instead of 15 burgers, you can produce 100 burgers, 200 burgers, 1,000 burgers. Let's say you're doing everything out of your house first, you hire somebody to help you. Now you're getting more orders than what you can handle, especially for the space that you're in. So now you use your money and you leverage your money to go actually get you a space, a building, a restaurant. Whatever it is you acquire, you use your money to leverage to get you what you need to get you to the next level. So now you go into the restaurant. Now you need to hire cashiers, you need to hire dishwashers, you need to hire a manager, shift leads, everything like that to help you actually manage and run the business. So once you get all that taken care of, now you've leveraged your money and you invested into these people, and now they're helping you run your business. Now your business is growing. Now you went from serving food out of your house, only doing 15 burgers a day. Now you're doing 10,000 burgers a day, whatever it is, right? That's leverage. Now what you're essentially doing as an owner is you're leveraging your money for someone else's time. So by you leveraging your money for someone else's time, now you have a manager running the store for you. You have cashiers, doing transactions for you. You got your dishwashers cleaning up. You got your servers serving the food. You can interact more with your guests. Make sure the customer satisfaction and the quality of the services is better. Now, because you have someone actually helping you run your store, because you use your leverage of your money to get them to help you run your store, now you can let that run, and now you can start taking your time and move on to opening up another business or starting franchising this business that you got now and starting another location, and you can do it all over again. That's the power of leverage. Now let's look at leverage from the point of view of the employees. So now the employees, they need money. Now, how can they get money? So as an employee, you leverage your time for money. So what you end up doing is you go to work, you clock in 40 hours a week, you get paid for 40 hours a week, okay? No matter how many burgers you make, you can make 100 burgers today, 1,000 burgers tomorrow, you're only gonna get paid for your 40 hours that you put into the company for a week. So as an employee, you leverage your time for money. As an owner, a boss, a company, you leverage your money for other people's time. Now thinking about this, so there's only 24 hours in a day. As a boss, as an owner, as an overall company, you only can operate for 24 hours a day, but who actually works for 24 hours a day? No one. But because you're leveraging your money and you're investing into employees, you can have different shifts, 8-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts. Now your employees is working for you 24 hours a day, where when you were by yourself, you were only working 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. Now you're making money round the clock. It's a never-ending cycle. You invest money into your employees is making product, you selling the product, now you're getting money in 24 hours a day. If you wanted to, you can work at the place for the first shift and then let the second and third shift be ran by the other managers and supervisors. And now, like I said, you get money 24 hours a day. Think about a vending machine. A vending machine, you put the money into it, you go buy the snacks, the juice, chips, pops, whatever. You put that money in there, and that vending machine is open 24 hours a day. It make money for you 24 hours a day. You be sleeping making money. It's fantastic. That's the power of leverage. So now we looked at it from the perspective of a boss, a company owner, or a company itself, or like a small business owner, whatever. So let's look at it from the point of view of an investor. So let's use real estate to start off with. Okay. So with real estate, you might buy a house. You get your loan from the bank. You might buy a house. That house might appreciate $20,000. Now you just made $20,000 profit. Okay. Now let's just say it took you, you bought the house today, and 6 months from now, you was able to sell it for a $20,000 profit. Congratulations, you just made $20,000. It's really good. Now you look at it from as like us as employees. So let's say we bought a house. This was us as an employee. the average American only making 40 to 50 grand a year. So that $20,000 profit might be 6 months worth of pay that you just gained by selling this house in 6 months. So that means you've been working for these last 6 months. So you bought the house January 1st, and then here it is, June 1st, July 1st, the house is worth $20,000 more than what you paid for. You sell it, $20,000 profit. Essentially, you can take the rest of the year off because you already made your full income that you would have made anyways at your job. You made it by doing this deal. That's the power of leverage. So you leverage your money, you invest into a property, it appreciated, and then you went on and sold it, you made some money, there you go. Now you can do the same thing with rental income as well. Now, you leverage your money, you buy a rental property. That property kicks you off a rent money every month. So essentially, instead of you having to work 60 hours a week, now you may only have to work 40 hours a week because you leverage your money, bought you an asset. That asset's kicking you off enough money to cover part of your living expenses. Now you don't have to work at your job as much as or as often as you were because you have the asset. You have the asset covering your other living expenses where you would have had to still work all those extra hours. That's leverage. Okay, and then the same thing works as far as stocks go. So you can buy a stock today and then you can sell it tomorrow for whatever it went up for. 10, 15, 20%, 100%, whatever it is, 2%, 3%, it doesn't matter. You can buy a stock and as it appreciates, once it goes up in value, you can sell it. And you just leverage your money to buy into an asset. The asset appreciated, you sold it for more money than what it was worth. You put your money to work. You leverage your money to make you more money. You can do the same thing with dividend paying stocks as well. Dividends is like I look at real estate and the stock market. I put the real estate and the stock market hand in hand because I invest in both. I am an employee. I invest in real estate and I also invest in the stock market. So with real estate and the stock market, I've made money two different ways. Okay, I put money into a stock. I put money into real estate. It appreciated. Okay, so now my wealth going up because of appreciation of stocks and appreciation of the real estate. And then I've also collected dividends off the stocks as well as I've also collected income from my rental properties because I leverage my money. Now here's how it worked. I leveraged my time to go to work to collect the income. What I did with my income was I leveraged my income to make more income for me. Okay? And that's the power of leverage. And then one day I can actually go to work and say, hey guys, I'm done. I don't want to work here no more. I have enough money to sustain my lifestyle. I got residual income coming in from my investments that I made because I leveraged the money, the income that I was getting from you. I leveraged that to buy assets of my own. And now my assets are paying me. That's leverage there. So, like I said, just looking at this article, reading the article, looking at the headlines, watching the interview with him, like I didn't really it was cool to actually, find out what was going on. And I could see the stock market reacting right now where, we're down like 400 points or whatever. It's a lot of wealth being lost right now because of what he said. And, I get it. But what it did was it put me in the mindset and I actually thought about the strategy where he's actually using leverage because it's bigger than what you just see in the headlines. The headlines you see, oh my gosh, he's not trading, he's not doing a trade deal. Stock market is crashing, blah, 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 blah. But then you think about it, the elections is coming up. So no one wants to lose wealth. People are willing to do certain things for money. They're willing to change a lot about themselves and what they believe in for money. So now it's like, oh, well, maybe I should just vote for this guy, keep him in office. He can go ahead and put the trade through. And the next thing you know it, my wealth is going to start going up again. So, it's just a change of mindset. I just wanted to put this out here so everybody can learn. I think leverage is great. And if you think about where you work, and no matter where you work, it don't matter if you're a doctor, lawyer, nurse, whatever it is, you fast food worker, factory worker, doesn't matter what it is. You look at where you work and you think about leverage, you think about how you're getting paid. And if you're already leveraging your money to buy assets, then you're already on the right track. If you are leveraging your time for money, you might want to change the way how you think about leverage. Leverage your money that you collected from your job. Go buy you some assets. Let those assets pay you. You know, they'll pay you, and eventually one day you'll be self-sufficient. You'll be financially independent, and then you can go ahead and now that you bought your freedom, right? Because that's another big thing. Now that you bought your freedom, you are free to do what it is that you want to do. So if you just want to go play golf all day, you want to go hang out on the beach all day, whatever the case may be, you can do that because your assets is paying for your lifestyle. It's paying all your bills. Everything is covered. Now you have all the time in the world to do what you want to do. So if you found this video inspirational, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, share it with people. Hit the comment section down below. If you got anything that you want to comment, it doesn't matter what it is. If you just want to say thank you, if you want to, tell me that this, if it's got you thinking different, whatever, or if whatever thoughts that you might have, put them in the comment section below. I will be responding to all your comments. And once again, like I said, just thank you. Make sure you share this video with somebody, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.